Hello Scorpios and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl the Moon Goddess. Alright, I am speaking a little bit low because my son is asleep in the next room. I'm trying really hard to put my microphone as close to my mouth as possible, so I hope you guys can hear me. We're going to jump into your reading, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on with you. Messages for my Scorpios. Messages for my Scorpios. Okay, first things first, Scorpio, is we have the Death card in the reverse. Okay, so you can be dealing with someone, or this can be your energy of maybe trying to revive something. Okay, maybe trying to breathe some life back into a situation that was ended. All right, now this can also be someone in your energy who is refusing to let this die. Okay, refusing to let this situation be over and done with. Okay, so right now I feel like your present energy is either dealing with someone who doesn't want to let a situation go, or maybe you being the person who doesn't want to let a situation go. Okay, I also feel like this person is, they can be a little bit afraid here. This can be causing some anxiety. This person can be starting to feel a little bit nervous. I feel like there's some emotions that are surrounding this decision to let something go. That is either keeping someone holding on or keeping someone stagnant here. All right, I feel like there's some overwhelming anxiety with the idea of letting this go. Okay, I feel like either you or your person may know that it's time, and you can be in a place where you're kind of beating a dead horse, but instead of just walking away from that horse, you're just steady beating at it, knowing that there's no life in it. Okay, somebody can be maybe wanting to give something another chance. Okay, somebody can be looking forward to this ending. Okay, in the past energy, it looks like we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so it looks like either you or someone in your energy, someone was just really careless and very reckless about the way that they went about things. Okay, the knights and the upright are usually about going for something. It's all about movement. Okay, so seeing as you have this in the reverse, this is kind of somebody who is somebody who's kind of careless, like I said, and reckless with some of the decisions that they've made. Okay, somebody who doesn't really think logically. Okay, because this is the Knight of Swords, and the swords is all about the mental. Okay, it's all about the mind and the way we think, and mental clarity. I don't feel like whoever this person was, I don't feel like they had a lot of mental clarity here. I don't feel like they were understanding what they were going for. I think they were just doing things. I feel like some of them could have also been like some attention seekers as well, just doing things to get attention, not really doing things for, longevity purposes. I feel like the way that this person was thinking, this person could have been very irrational here. Someone wasn't really paying attention to the consequences of a certain action. Okay, somebody was just being a little bit, like I said, someone was just being reckless here. The way that they thought portrayed in how they acted, I feel like you kind of got a whiff of someone who wasn't really mentally stable here. I feel like they might have had a lot of aggression, a lot of anger issues, very hot-headed, hot-tempered, and they could also have some manipulating traits as well, Scorpio. All right, and then your future energy is the Ten of Swords in the reverse, which is beautiful. Okay, so this here is about moving forward here. This is about learning from pain, learning from heartbreak, learning from situations that were sent to destroy you, people who were deceptive, people who stabbed you in your back. Okay, people who hurt you, people who made you feel some type of way. I feel like this is all about moving forward from that and no longer allowing, these swords to stay in your back. It's also about like healing these wounds here, because you see how in the upright this person is wounded. Okay, this person is down here with all of these swords in their back. You could have been deceived, you could have been played, you could have been hurt, Scorpio. But I feel like here that these are, it's definitely a time for healing. It's definitely a time for moving forward and healing. So far, this energy right now, Scorpio, is just all about forward movement and leaving behind the things that are no longer serving you, the things that caused you pain, stress, frustration, anxieties, fears. Okay, but for some of you, this present energy is you're a little nervous here. Somebody's either nervous to move forward, or the person who you're dealing with is afraid to lose you, or you might be afraid to lose this person. Okay, so somebody is holding on to something that they need to let go of, according to this reading so far. So present, past, future energy. Let's clarify. Okay, we're going to clarify the Knight of Swords first. Clarify this Knight of Swords energy. I don't know if you guys can see me in the mirror. I'm literally stretching my neck out towards the camera. Okay, so let's see. Clarifying this Knight of Swords energy for Scorpios. Okay, the Knight of Swords is clarified by up the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so it looks like there could have been some problems here within the family, some issues that were happening within the foundation that you guys were trying to create. Okay, it looks like that whole fairy tale, Prince Charming and the princess. I feel like that whole thing might have come to an end. Now, don't get me wrong, because the Ten of Cups is about ultimately achieving it, okay? So maybe at one point this is something that you guys were working towards, or this is something that you had. But for some reason, it looks like something took a sharp left here, and it caused somebody to become unhappy here. The stability of the home was unhappy. There wasn't any grounding that was, supported by love and emotions, okay? Because the cups talk about emotions, all right? So I feel like once these cups are turned upside down, you know what happens when you got a cup filled up and you turn it upside down, everything spills out and that cup becomes empty. So some of you might have been feeling like spiritually drained, emotionally drained, just very frustrated when it came down to the connection that you had with this person. I feel like this person definitely was doing some things that was causing some things to happen in a relationship that weren't keeping it, the happiness was gone. Somebody became unhappy. Something wasn't as beautiful as it was before. Okay. A Five of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you might have just been in a place where you didn't want to argue anymore. You didn't want to fight anymore. So I feel like instead of fighting and instead of trying to like prove your point to somebody, I feel like this is more of a thing where you just gave up on trying to prove a point and you just went with the flow. You were just going with the flow, even though you knew you weren't unhappy. You weren't trying to stand your ground, or someone wasn't trying to stand their ground anymore when it came down to this relationship. I feel like it got to a point where it was like someone was thinking like, what's the point of me arguing with this person? What's the point of me talking to this person about how I feel or what I'm thinking or anything like that? Because when it comes down to it, I can tell this person, but what's gonna change? Nothing's gonna change. I'm still gonna be unhappy. This person is still gonna talk to me crazy. This person is still gonna act reckless. Like, it just got to a point where it was just like, you know what, throw my hands in the air and said, show me something. It got like that. It's like you threw your hands in the air and was just over it. Okay, somebody just was like, okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna work for this anymore. Yep, Empress in a reverse. A lot of reversals here. Okay, somebody could have been very much so making you kind of doubt yourself, maybe kind of pushing you away from loving yourself and connecting with yourself, connecting with your divine feminine energy, okay? This person could be a masculine, could be a male. So if you're a female listening, this could be your male partner. But if you're a male listening, then take it as it is. Everything is about duality. We are all made up of both masculine and feminine energy. So someone was kind of trying to disconnect someone from their true nature, from that true loving, mothering, nurturing energy. Okay, someone was trying to pull someone away from that, and they were succeeding here because this person was unhappy. You know how they say, like, happy wife, happy life? I feel like there was unhappy wife, unhappy life. Like, there was something that was happening here where, because the dynamic of everything had changed and the emotions and the connection had changed, it ultimately changed the nature of the person who you were dealing with, or you. Okay, it changed the nature of everything, and it made everything just different. Like, there wasn't any energy to really be that supportive, loving person anymore. Like, somebody decided that at the end of the day, like, I'm not even gonna sit up here and, you know, why am I gonna sit up here and be this person that I'm supposed to be? Or how am I supposed to play my role? How am I supposed to be the empress when I don't even have an emperor? You know what I'm saying? How am I supposed to be how am I supposed to be the queen when I don't have a king? Or a king when I don't have a queen? Take it as it resonates. Okay, but somebody felt like it was just like, what's the point of me doing this job? Like, this is heavy, Scorpio, but at the end of the day, I feel like these are the things that you already knew was going to ultimately lead to this death card and this 10 of swords in the reverse. Okay, I feel like this is just another cycle that you had to go through, or that you're going through at the moment, in order for you to move forward. All right, in order for you to know who and what to give your energy and your love and your emotions to. Because with this Empress card here, I feel like a lot of you have a good amount of love and a good amount of emotional support here, where you want to give it to somebody, and you were giving it to somebody, but then maybe you realize you were giving it to the wrong person, somebody who talked down to you, somebody who made you feel little, somebody who made you feel small, somebody who disrespected you, blatantly disrespected you, and tried to play you and tried to make you feel like you were less than. This person could have made you feel like you were less than that. Okay, let's clarify this death card in the reverse. Let's clarify this death card in the reverse. Clarify this death card in the This death card in the reverse is clarified by the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Everything is in the reverse, y'all. There hasn't been an upright card in this reading yet, which means everything is just turned around. This whole connection is just turned upside down. Okay? Alright, so let's see. We got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so like I said, this death card, whoever this person isn't, I don't feel like they're taking any action towards fixing this connection. I think that they just talk to you. Like, if you be like, oh, I'm done with this connection, I think they just like be like, you ain't going nowhere. Like, if you be like, I'm finished with this, you ain't going nowhere. Where you going? Sit down. Sit back down. Like, I don't feel like they're doing anything to try to, you know, make you feel like this is something that should be worked towards. They're not even working towards it. They're not even putting any energy towards this. Nights are about action. Nights are about going for something, making some action towards something, some progress, some movement towards something. This person has been in the reverse with their action. You got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Swords in the reverse, and now the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, I don't feel like this person is really doing what it is that they have to do the right way in order to keep this connection standing. I feel like this person is just like, oh, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. But you ain't going nowhere. Like, there's like no real commitment here. There's no real planning in how to make this thing work. Okay? There's nothing here. There's nothing here that's making it seem like this person is taking this seriously and understanding that, like, you know, they have to really put their best foot forward here. They got to do something that's going to be bold and extravagant, something that's going to make you realize that they're serious about turning this around, turning this death card. They're not trying to, you know, they're just trying to keep it like that. I also feel like, when you guys have this conversation about the relationship being over, like I feel like this person is constantly, like, I feel like they can also be in a place where they're now just like a little bit, I don't know why I want to say this, but they're like, if you talk to this person and you told them that, I want a divorce or I want to end this relationship, and you guys live together, I feel like if you're like in the process of leaving, and you're like, I gotta go to the grocery store to get some stuff, for the kids or whatever or something. I don't know why I said that. Some of you might have kids. I feel like if you're ever talking to this person and you tell them that you have to run out real quick for whatever reason, I feel like this person is like, oh, you think you slick? Like, you think you about to just leave? Nope, I'm going to the grocery store. Like, I feel like they're like that. I'm going to the grocery. You sit down. I'm moving. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do, like, I feel like it's like that for a handful of you. Okay, take it as it resonates. We got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so somebody is looking for the attention that they deserve when it comes down to this relationship. Somebody can also be a little bit nervous, and I think this is where this fear is coming from, because the Queen of Wands is in the upright. It's about someone who is independent, someone who is strong, someone who is okay with going out there and doing what they got to do, meeting other people, and all this other good stuff to put themselves in the place of sitting on her throne comfortably. The Queen of Wands makes decisions and is strong in the decisions that she makes, or he makes. Take it as it resonates, okay? So, with the Death card being in the reverse and the Queen of Wands in the reverse, clarifying it, I feel like this is part of the reason why whoever this is beating this dead horse. Because they're afraid of either having to be independent or they're afraid of having to go out and start over. I feel like they don't know how to navigate on their own. This person can be like kind of codependent in a way here. I feel like this person can also be feeling, like they may be feeling like they're not worthy of certain things, or they may just be having some issues with um, their confidence. Okay, because the Queen of Wands is confident. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like someone may have some issues with their confidence. They feel like they're incompetent to be able to handle certain things on their own. So I feel like that's why, even though someone knows that it's time to get up out of a situation, there's nothing left to keep going for in this situation. The reason that they still stay, or the reason that it's in the reverse, that they're still trying to breathe life into this dead situation, is because they don't feel confident and they don't feel strong. They don't feel like they can stand on their own. They don't feel like a queen. They don't feel like that. Maybe because all this time this person was talking to you and belittling you the way that they were doing, and making you have the energy of the Empress in the reverse. You have no self love for yourself. Someone doesn't have any self love. And if you don't love yourself, then you don't know how to empower yourself. You don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can say little affirmations here and there, but if you don't believe it, you're going to constantly be in this Empress in the reverse energy. If you don't believe it, if somebody has put it in your head that you're nothing without them and you've been dealing with that for years, you start to believe that. So I feel like for whoever this is, you know, don't take this, don't, whoever this narcissist, whoever this person was that you were dealing with, do not listen to the things that they said. They may have made you feel comfortable for a while, but at the end of the day, love is not going to belittle you and make you feel like you have no power without another person. Love is going to help you to explore that power and to grow that power, so that if and when this situation happens and something happens where this connection is over with, you know how to be okay. And that's one thing that I feel like people don't, really know how to talk about. Yes, you might be in this connection and you married this person. No one wants to think about the negative things that can happen. But when you start dealing with somebody who's telling you, like, oh, you ain't gonna be nothing without me, you ain't gonna be nothing without me, that is not love. That is not a connection that is worth it. That is not somebody who you should be focused on being with, okay? Then you got the devil card in the reverse as well, okay? I feel like this is what I'm saying. Like, when it comes down to it, you know that it's time to stop this toxicity. This is a toxic connection. This person is toxic. This person made you feel like you were bound to them. Like, this is what I'm saying. This person made you feel like you were bound to them and that you had nowhere else to go. You were chained to them. I feel like now there's an awakening that's happening here. There's an awakening that's happening. The devil in the reverse is a good sign, because it's a sign that's showing that you've recognized the toxicity, you recognize the problem, and now you're trying to move yourself away from that problem. Okay? This person just was not, whoever this is in this connection, they are just ruthless. I don't want to call them evil, but they are somebody who, I definitely would not want to be around or run into, because I am not that type of person to deal with this type of energy. So, Scorpio, at the end of the day, I mean, we all go through certain things. Everybody has gone through certain things, myself included. And yes, I've dealt with narcissists and people who have belittled me. But the person I am now, if I could go back in time and talk to the person that I was while I was in this toxic connection, it wouldn't have lasted for the time that it lasted. Okay? So I feel like this is a beautiful energy for you to be in right now with this devil in reverse energy, because at least there's some acknowledgement here to what is the situation. Like, what is this situation? Okay, this situation is toxic. This situation isn't helping me. I know I have to move forward from this situation, but how do I move forward? How can I do this? Like, I feel like if you've ever talked to this person, like I said, if you've ever talked to this person and you told them that you were leaving, here come these conversations about how you're not going to be able to stand on your own without them. Like, you ain't going nowhere, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. This person wants to keep you bound. Whoever this person is, they want to keep you connected to them. They want to keep you connected to them. They do not want you to move forward. Or somebody doesn't want somebody to move forward. Ooh, okay. We're going to clarify the Ten of Swords energy. Ten of Swords in the reverse energy is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. All right? So I feel like it's time to give yourself a little bit more love. It's time to take care and nurture what it is that you want to grow for yourself here. Okay? It's time to take some time to heal. It's time to take some time to focus on the things that you're trying to birth for yourself. Okay? Yep. It's time to stop focusing on what you feel like you're going to lose here with this Five of Cups in the reverse. All right? I feel like it's time for you to be more optimistic about what's happening. It's time for you to, stop looking at what you feel like you're losing. All right? Because, if you look at the Five of Cups, this person is focused on, on the upright. In the upright, this person is focused on the cups that spilled over. Okay, these empty cups. Remember, I told you, when the cups spill over, there's nothing in there. You can't pour into anybody else, and you darn sure can't pour into yourself. There's nothing to pour. Okay, so this person is focused on these three cups that have spilled over, and they're not paying attention to the two behind them. Okay, so when you have it in the reverse, like you have, Scorpio, this is about you choosing not to focus on what you feel like you're losing anymore. It's not, I feel like you've gotten to a point where, like, all of these things, these material things, because the devil card is also about, like, focusing on the material, focusing on, the things that really don't, the fool's gold, okay? So I feel like at this point, you're getting to a point where you're no longer caring, like, I don't even care about this fool's gold no more. I could buy my own Gucci. I'll eventually get to the point where I could buy my own Gucci, I could buy my own Prada, I could buy, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like this person is only holding these material things over your head, or some like financial situations or whatever. I feel like this person is only holding those things over your head, because there's no real emotion there. This person doesn't have any real emotions for you, and if they do, they only show it just to be manipulative, because the devil card is also about like manipulation, like someone knowing what to say to keep reeling you back in. So I feel like this person can only show emotions when they know that you're about to walk out the door. So because, and that could be another reason why this death card is in the reverse, because if you have those conversations with this person, I feel like this is how they act with the Knight of Wands. Instead of being like, okay, let's try to work this out, let's fix this, let's go to counseling, like, let's try to make this okay. Or they may have said it, but there wasn't any action behind it. I feel like this person can start an argument with you and start crying and start just being like, you're the only person I've ever loved, and you're the person who was there for me. And it's like they make it all about them instead of paying attention to how it is that you feel about you. So I feel like with this Five of Cups energy and your future energy or your present energy, or your, take it as it resonates, time's fluid in the spirit world. In this energy that you have now, Scorpio, you ain't focused on that, okay? You are focused on moving forward and knowing that, okay, eventually I'm gonna heal from this. Eventually everything is gonna be okay. I know I'm gonna be okay. I know I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna heal. Okay? And then the Emperor. Okay? Now you got the upright card. Okay? And I feel like this is when you really decide to actually start healing, that person is gonna want to show up. So be careful, okay? Because remember how I said, how am I supposed to be an empress when I don't have an emperor? Now this person is gonna want to show up being an emperor. Okay? This person either is gonna come back and they're gonna act like, okay, I got it all together, let's work this out, I want you, I wanna fix this. This can be their energy, or this can be your energy now, Scorpio. Becoming stern and becoming somebody who is like, yo, at the end of the day, this is the decision that I made, and I'm not going back to you or none of your drama anymore. But I really feel like the moment that you start healing, and the moment that you start nurturing yourself, this person is going to watch you, Scorpio. This person is definitely going to watch every move that you make, okay? And I feel like they are going to be trying to show up for you when you start healing. So it's up to you, based on whatever situation that you're in personally. It's up to you whether you want to take this person back. But, just be mindful of all of this, all right? But at the end of the day, for a good amount of you, and I'm hearing this now, this is going to be you. This is going to be you. Somebody who is solid, somebody who is straightforward, somebody who don't got time for people in their games anymore, somebody who understands their worth, somebody who understands these things. And then the Emperor is always somebody who had to work up to this role, okay? And the Tarot, the Emperor is somebody who, they weren't handed this role, they had to work for it. So I feel like once you realize the work that you put into this healing and the work that you put into making yourself grow, you're going to be this person who's going to be no nonsense. Ain't nobody going to be able to come to you the moment that they wave a a pink flag. You're going to be like, nope, go. That's too close to a red flag for me. And I don't got time. The moment that they, the moment that happens, you're going to be like, yeah, no, okay, I don't got time for that. You're going to be able to discern people and discern energies and discern how partners can be just based off of conversations that you have with people. And you ain't going to be, you're not going for it. The moment that they say something that is going to trigger a memory from all of this, you're going to be like, ooh, yeah, no, I'm okay. And you're going to be able to pick up on that so strong, okay? All right, let's get your advice here. What is the advice for all Scorpios? And then we're gonna, we're pushing 30 minutes. What's the advice for all Scorpios? Okay, let this tower happen. Okay, I'm feeling like shake their foundation. Make these people nervous. Shake their foundation. Okay, it's already happening. Your advice is it's either already happening or it's about to happen. You're going to go through it and you're going to be fine. This is also about, you got the Eight of Swords, okay? I feel like some of you need to get out of your head about situations, okay? It's time for you to get out of your head about situations Look at this person peeking through the window here. They watching you go through all of this turmoil, go through all of this mental frustration here. Okay, it's time to get out of this mental frustration because they know what they're doing. And then lastly, you get the Hanging Man. It's time to surrender to what you know is going to be beneficial for you. Once you let go, you trust the universe, or you trust the source, you trust the creator, you trust God, you trust whoever your higher source is. Okay? I feel like it's time for you to look at things through a different lens here and really get a better perspective in how it is that you want things to be for yourself and for your family. You know what I'm saying? All right, and then we'll pull one. We'll pull one. Oh, Lordy, I'm shaking everything. We'll pull one positive message from the Unshakable Inner Peace deck, okay? But it's time, Scorpio. And do not let this person come back in. Like, I mean, it's up to you if you want to let this person come back in, but this person's definitely going to be watching you. They want you to stay in this moment with them. They want you to be here in this moment with them. The advice for this, you got the Tower, the Eight of Swords, and the Hangman. The Tower for this, I mean, the advice for this is necessary in order for your perspective to change. All of this is necessary for your perspective to change. It's a cycle that you have to go through in order to break it. You know how we are reincarnated beings. I feel like you may have went through this in cycles before this lifetime. You may have went through this cycle before this lifetime. It's up to you to break this cycle, okay? So that you can now move forward to your higher self, to whoever it is that, you know, is supposed to be, you want to be. No one deserves to have to go through any of this drama and any of this heartbreak for, you know, for the sake of love. Okay? All right, and one positive message. Okay. So it says, you create your own reality. What you want wants you to. What do you want to experience? Is this what you want? Is this what you want to keep experiencing? You create your own reality. If you think that you're not going to be able to sustain life on your own, then that's what's going to happen. If you think that you're not confident because this person told you that you're not confident, then you won't be confident. You ever hear that quote, whether you think you are or you think you aren't, either way, you're right? Because it's all about what you think. It's about your mindset. Mind over matter. It's how you talk to yourself. It's how you speak to yourself, the affirmations you give to yourself. You want to boss up? You want to be this emperor? You want to boss up? Boss up then. Boss up then, Scorpio. And leave whoever this person that you have in your energy that is trying to keep you stuck and keep you stagnant and keep you weak-minded, leave that person alone. Because this person is just going to continue to do the same things. Because I'm pretty sure they told you plenty of times that they were going to change. And it just never happened. It never happened. They said what they had to say to keep you. Okay, Scorpio, so I hope this resonated with you. Where did that car go? Where just go? Oh, okay, yeah, right here. All right, so yes. I hope this resonated with you, Scorpio. If it did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.